Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I am playing the brand new hotness in Pauper, that is the Spy combo deck featuring Walls. This deck first arrived at, or was seen publicly at the Paupergeddon, which happened a couple of weeks ago, and now it's been everywhere on Magic Online. In the video that came out yesterday, if you're watching it in real time, yesterday of recording, I saw that this Spy deck is now the second most played deck in Pauper leagues, and that's even with combining all of the mono red decks together. So potentially the most played deck in Pauper right now on Magic Online. And why is that? Well, it's really easy to combo kill your opponent. You have 4 lands, so other decks have been playing between 5 and 6 lands. This specific list is one I covered in my video, but it's playing 2 Lotus Petal over 2 of the lands. That means it's really easy to get all 4 of your lands into play. We have 4 lands. To get the lands, we have Land Grant as a 4 of, 4 Generous Ent, and 2 Troll of Khazad-dum with 4 Soggy Wildling, which can search it up for just a green. Gatecreeper Vine is a defender / wall that can also search up a land. And then we have Overgrown Battlement. No Axebane Guardian in this list. Overgrown Battlement is just to power out some big creatures so that you can eventually just hit your opponent with attacks with Generous Ent and Troll of Khazad-dum. I accidentally have 2 different spy arts. That's my bad. So then we have Dimir House Guard to transmute for the spy, 2 Dread Return, 2 Giant in case one of those is stuck in their hand. In the sideboard, Mesmeric Fiend for combo decks, Ballustrade as well. I'm probably not going to use it very often, but you could pitch extra land cyclers or land searching, 2 Fairy Macabres to fight against the mirror, as well as bring in any sort of graveyard combo-y stuff. Acorn Harvest is interesting. I asked about this in a video and someone explained that it's good versus Krukland Shaman because Ballustrade Spy has flying, and then you can flashback the Acorn Harvest and immediately red return the Lotleth Giant, sacrificing the harvest tokens. Another Masked Vandal in the sideboard. That makes a lot of sense. We have Scattershot for fairies. And the list that I originally copied was playing 4 Weather the Storm for a burn, but I think that that is a very large mistake. You're never going to be spamming spells, so I would rather just have Healer of the Glade, which I can put on the table. It gains 3 life. It is an anti-bolt, so they have to use 2 bolts to make up for your 1 creature, as well as get it off the table, and then it also helps keep your creature count high. So that's the deck. The most damage we can deal is 40 here, but if you happen to have 6 creatures on the table, you can double Dread Return. So you could Dread Return the Giant and then Dread Return the Giant again. So that is another option. Maybe dealing between 50 plus damage. So if someone gets really, really high in life, then it might be a problem. All right, let's get into the matches. This deck is sweet. I'll see you there. Upstate New York Pauper is hosting the second event in their 2025 Open Series on Saturday, August 9th in Rochester, New York. The event currently has a cap of 64 players, and a cap that's $1,500 in cash prizes. I'll be there, and I hope to see you there too. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. All right, round 1 versus Kalikaiz. We have 2 lands. Gatecreeper Vine for a land. This is fine. Keep. I will land grant. Show them my hand. Get the forest. Play the land and pass the turn. They're on mountain. Epicure. So I could Masked Vandal their token. Seems like a fine idea. I don't know if they're going to need the blood token though. Like, how often does that actually matter? It might be better just to go ahead and get my swamp. Let's go Gatecreeper Vine for swamp and then pass the turn. Next turn I can Masked Vandal this as well as play the Caretaker. Then I'll have 3 creatures in play. Wow, they really needed that token. They discard the looting. I guess I messed up by not going after it. That was a greedy hand for them to keep. Wow, we have the extra petal. So we could just transmute right now. Let's Winding Way for creature. And we bend the swamp. So now we're out of swamps. Play Caretaker. I'll pass the turn. Next turn we can transmute for the spy. We can transmute off of these creatures. They bolt the caretaker so that I can't transmute for the spy. They're going to get in for 2. Block. So I need some ways to make mana. I could just dread return the Generous Ent. Then I can cycle another Generous Ent and then dread return that as well. Alright, Petal. Black. I'm going to bring back the Generous Ent. That's the turn. Guess I'm going to be the beatdown deck. I don't have a way to make a ton of black mana right now. They play a Kessig. So the Soggy Wildling doesn't do anything. I really need a wall that makes mana. I'll attack you for 5. They block. Play a Querying Ranger. We're going to Masked Vandal. Exile that. Exile in the Caretaker. Then I can untap this. Picking up the land, replay the land. That's the turn. And then this turn, I can cycle the Generous Ent to put it in the graveyard. Then I can dread return the Generous Ent. Just try to beat. They grab the prize. We go to 16. Lava Dart the Querying Ranger. Okay. So, dread returning the Generous Ent is not going to work out. Should I cycle it anyway? I don't think so. I could draw a wall. Let's play Lead the Stampede. We found spies. Spy, Spy, Vandal, Vandal, Wildling. All 5. And then I'll go ahead and get in with my 5/7. We're going to discard the Dimir House card and the land grant. Oh no, I could... Oh wow, I found the line. Oh geez. I should have discarded the Ballustrade Spy. And then, no, I can't dread return the Ballustrade Spy, right? That I think would have been the play. Try to find a way to get the Ballustrade Spy in the graveyard so I could dread return it. And then, okay. So we're going to be probably dying because I messed that up. If I had the Querying Ranger in play, I could have made 4 mana here. We go to 8 and then 6. Actually not hitting this, like hitting the swamp off the Winding Way killed me. That's unfortunate. And I also just didn't see this line here. I think we're just dead. If they have the Fire Blast in hand. Fair enough. Okay, you got me. We're bringing in the Healer of the Glade. Cutting on the house cards. Don't need the Masked Vandals either. So I'm thinking... So previously I brought in the Fairy Macabre for their snackers and flashback spells. We'll see if that works. I'm on the play. I can petal, search a forest, okay, this seems good. Keep. My Lotus Petal, green. We Roost Seek. Grabs my forest, I play the forest. Then I will cycle and grab a swamp. Then I'll pass the turn. Next turn, I Gatecreeper Vine for a forest. My opponent leads on an Epicure. Okay. Land, Gatecreeper Vine. We grab the forest. I'm actually close to just winning here. Pass the turn. I need 1 more land, I guess. I wonder if grabbing the swamp would have been better because it's easier to find the swamp. Looks like our opponent probably has a Searing Blaze. They play a Kessig Flame Breather. Get Wildling, Roost Seek, grab the swamp, play the Querying Ranger. If they pass and they're tapped out, we could go for the Spy, but it's a bit risky. They're getting in a block. This means they probably have Lava Dart. They cast a Highway Robbery. I'm definitely nervous about them potentially having a Fire Blast, and I want 4 creatures on the table in that case. Fiery Temper. Are they going to go face or creature? They go towards the Querying Ranger. Play a Healer of the Glade. Gain 3 life. That was a good pickup. Land. Has to lead the Stampede. I would take another healer. We got a healer, battlement, caretaker. Okay. Okay, done. So I suppose if I pedal right now into the caretaker, then I'll try that. Pedal. We're at 19. Play the caretaker. Now I have 3 creatures in play. Next turn I'll have 5 mana. I can Healer of the Glade into Ballustrade Spy if they don't kill the caretaker. If they do kill the caretaker, then I can Healer of the Glade plus Battlement. Play Flame Breather. Faithless looting. Go to 17. We could die here. If I retemper. Let's see if they go after the creature. They go after the creature. So I only have Sneaky Snackers in the graveyard. They play Tormod's Crypt. What? What? Tormod's Crypt? Who plays that? That's not good for me. Play healer. Now I have to pivot. Other players have not been playing that card. Play Battlement. I don't have an answer to it now, because I took out the Mass Vandals. So now I have to just be able to find my big creatures and gain life. I think we're super dead because of that Tormod's Crypt. Just have... So I think somebody top 8'd one of the showcases or the PTQs bringing in Tormod's Crypt. It hasn't been something that was necessary previously, but I guess it could be a good way to play the game in this matchup now, because it does kind of screw me. And we can play the Spy. We have 2, 6 mana. We can play the Spy and then, like, I don't know, try to just point it at them, but then they can mill over some snackers. They discard a mountain, 3 cards in hand. Now we have to draw big creatures. Soggy Wildling would be good. Okay, Caretaker is mana neutral. Play Spy. I can block the Sneaky Snacker. By you. Let's see what they mill. They mill the Gutter Snipe. Okay, your turn. I think my opponent, I got kind of unlucky in game 1, and here in game 2 we're getting destroyed. So I swear this deck is good. It's just not lining up very well in this position. They've got a Gutter Snipe in hand. Oh no. Looting. I'll let them kill me. I don't think we can win. I would generally concede in this position if I were not on camera. Looting puts a snacker in the graveyard. We're at 9. They play another Flame Breather. They've got... I can't do anything. I have to draw some crazy rips where I just keep slamming life gain creatures onto the table. Seems like spying them is a bad idea. They're trying to figure out if Fire Blast plus Lava Dart kills me, and the answer is yes. It already did with 2 Kessigs in play. Looks like they don't have it in hand. We have a Lotleth Giant. Okay, cast a Lotleth Giant. It would be hilarious if they hit me with the Tormod's Crypt, and then somehow we live through the turn. They're gonna Lava Dart me. Okay. Why would you do that? Like, what were you waiting for? Now they're gonna Fire Blast me? Opponent, come on. Okay, they do have the Fire Blast, and they said that they appreciate the videos. So I wasn't trying to make fun of you. I was just saying, go for it. Blast face. GG's. We had no chance. They crushed us. We'll see then round 2. Round 2 versus Shasta. We have... This doesn't get there because we don't have green source. I have to mulligan. Land grant. Okay, keep. We can play out the Caretaker into the Battlement. Make another mana. Keep. We'll get rid of the Vandal. Play the land. Play the Caretaker. Grab a forest. Your turn. So I can't... Yeah, I can go Wall of Roots plus the Battlement next turn. They play a thing I've never seen before, Festering Gulch. We drew the Spy. That's crazy. Cast the Wall of Roots. We're going to tap the Wall of Roots for a green and then use the Wall of Roots ability for a green and play Battlement. And then we have 5, 6, 7 mana. They cycle a Troll of Khazad-dum. I wonder what they're doing. It's a heavy removal deck. We might lose. We're pretty close to having it. Play Nested Shambler. So maybe this is... Ooh, we found... So 1, 2, 3. Cast Lead the Stampede. Gatecreeper Vine, Generous Ent, House Guard, Mass Vandal. We can really do very much. Cycle this for a swamp. Play the swamp. Gatecreeper Vine. Messed up. Okay. And we will grab the swamp. Then I guess I can just play out the Mass Vandal. So next turn we have lethal if they don't have any way to disrupt the graveyard. And if they do, we can put a Generous Ent on the table. Maybe there should be a, if you're going to be playing Dimir House Guard. Maybe there should be something to transmute for that's like a draw spell. They have a 3/1 and the Carrion Feeder. They can sacrifice the Shambler, which makes 3 more tokens. So I'm not going to do anything. Actually, I guess I can block with the Mass Vandal and force them to interact. Oh, they just let it die. That's a surprise. You have a land? They don't have a land. So GG. Spy myself. And this is where it looks kind of silly because my opponent had a plan. They were doing things and it didn't matter. We'll just bring back the giant and you are dead. 35 damage on turn 4. So my opponent is playing the Black Sacrifice deck. I don't know how good Mass Vandal is going to be. I think we can cut the House Guard and a Mass Vandal and bring in 4 healers just because we want to provide some roadblocks for their deck. We're on the draw. We have no lands. We have to mulligan. Land grant. Okay, keep. Then what do we put back? I'm going to say healer. So we'll land grant, play land, play the Caretaker. Uh-oh. No, play it. Then we'll cycle the Troll. I guess we have to just... Land grant for Forest. Okay. I think I have a better plan. Play the Forest. Cycle, grabbing the Swamp. Turn 2, we Wall of Roots into Caretaker. And then we can maybe just lead the Stampede or just put the Gate Creeper Vine into play. Opponent plays Young Wolf. So it's a green-black sacrifice deck. Land, Wall of Roots, make a green, play the Caretaker. And this is on once each turn. So I can actually cycle the Generous Ent here as well. And then I'll have all 4 of my lands, Gate Creeper Vine into Caretaker. Then I can play the lead Stampede too, maybe? That's crazy. All of Roots looking pretty good. That's a modern playable card with Yawgmoth, I believe. Opponent plays a Colony Garden. Green-black Sacrifice Aggro. Rancor on the Carrion Feeder. That's not great. Get in for 3. Okay. Take the 3. Probably going to be more than that. They sacrifice the Young Wolf. That's 4 damage. They could sacrifice this to make it 5 damage. I will cycle. Grab the Forest. I'm going to Dread Return. I could Dread Return the Troll or the Generous Ent. Black. Dread Return the Generous Ent. Answer. Village Rights. Okay. Now I have a 5/7. And I will make a green and cast the Caretaker. Pass the turn. I'm almost out of uses of my Wall of Roots. It's going to die soon. They cycle a Troll for a Swamp. 4 cards are left in hand. I can see them playing things like Vines of Vastwood maybe in their deck. Play a Brindle. Brindle Shoat. It's a boar. When it dies, you create a 3/3 green boar. So they have 1, 2, 3 creatures that they could use, making this a 7/5. They make it a 5/3. There's a Bone Picker. Okay, so now I think I can't block the Carrion Feeder. They're good with it. We have a Gate Creeper Vine, getting the Swamp, play the Swamp. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. So let's just Vine for the Swamp. Holding on to my Sagia Wildling to potentially be a life gain spell. I'm going to make a green, cast Lead the Stampede. We found the Spy. Caretaker, Troll, Wall. Then I can go green, green, play the Wall of Roots, get green, play the Caretaker. Your turn. I can make a couple of good blocks here. I don't think the Bone Picker is going to kill me. So I guess we're kind of worried about them having Graveyard Hate as well. I wonder if I should just never be siding out the Mass Vandals. Because I don't think I can play a good Stompy game. They play a Nested Shambler. They have 2 cards in hand. One thing that I'm a little bit worried about is something like Rotten Reunion. They're getting in. I'm going to block here and block here. I think we'll still have 6 creatures in play, so we could Spy and then double Dread Return. They're going to make the Nested Shambler big enough to kill the Generous Ent. They have to sacrifice 2 more creatures. So they'll sacrifice the squirrel token and then maybe the young wolf. It's currently a 7/5. So they'll just bounce off each other right now. Now they make it an 8/6, sacrificing the young wolf like I thought. I'll take 4 damage, going to 11. We found, so I guess I didn't side out all the mass vandals. I forgot about that. Let's see what happens if I spy myself. Spy. Pointed at me. Red return a giant. Sack, sack, sack. I would die to a Fairy Macabre because they could just Fairy Macabre both of the giants. But they didn't have it, and we win the game 1-1 on to round 3. Round 3, we're on the play. Land. We only have black mana here, but we should mulligan. We basically have no mana. Mulligan. Spy problems. Okay, we can get rid of a Generous Ent because it doesn't do anything. And a Dread Return. Play the land and pass the turn. And we'll cycle turn 2 Winding Way. When it's on Draw's Forge Bridge, could be John Wildfire, could be Affinity. If they Wildfire my land, it could be a problem. Draw a land grant I can't use. Winding Way for creature. We don't hit any lands. We found land grant, battlement, wall of roots, Gatecreeper Vine. So we pass the turn. I wonder what I should get. It looks like it's Affinity. Nope, it's John Wildfire. So I think I need to... Oh, we found a land. Alright. So, wall of roots. Then we're going to play battlement. Pass the turn. We can Gatecreeper Vine or the swamp. 3, 4, 5 mana. Cast Lead the Stampede. They're going to need a Krark-Clan Shaman to clear the board. Play a Wellspring. Refurbish Familiar to discard my land grant that I don't care about. On the Spy. Is this lethal? Probably. So that's kind of dumb. You're dead. I hope you had some fun. Spy myself. And we'll go ahead and Dread Return the Lotleth Giant. Sack, sack, sack. Kaboom. Well, that was another turn 4 win. Opponent just tried to play their cards and it didn't matter. It's so unfortunate. So let's see. We know we want the Masked Vandals here. We do not think we need the House Guards. I'm wondering, like, do we even need this in the deck? We have so much card draw. I know we only have 4 spies, and that's the whole point of the deck, but we can chain card draw. I'm going to cut these. I'm going to bring in the... I don't know if I should bring in the Last Rites or the Mesfiends. Oh, we need to bring in the Acorn Harvest because of the Krark-Clan Shaman. I guess I'll just bring House Guard back in. We want to Masked Vandal their bridges aggressively. We have no land. Mulligan. 1 land. I'll keep Rebecca Vine. This is really risky though. We can play a Caretaker and then a Caretaker. The land grant for a forest. Then we'll play out the Caretaker. If I draw a land, then I can maybe put the battlement onto the table. They Wildfire their land. And they grab a forest. Find a troll. So play the Caretaker. Make white. Cycle. Grab a swamp. Your turn. Now I can go 1, 2, vine, forest, battlement. Okay. Our opponent plays a Lembas. Refurbish, getting rid of a vine. Play Gatecreeper Vine. We'll get a forest. Play the forest. Then I will play the Wall of Roots. Green. Make green. Play Gatecreeper Vine. And grab our last land. Now they could start wildfiring me into the ground if they wanted to. We could just win if we have the Spy. If we don't find the Spy, we have to find some card draw effects. Because now they could just wipe my board. If I find a big creature, I can also just cast it. I'm definitely worried about the Krark-Clan Shaman now. Plays the Nile Spellbomb. Okay. Gets in for 2. So we need card draw. There we go. Play land. Has to lead the Stampede. Wildling, Caretaker. Didn't really get that far. We are bottoming a Winding Way and a Petal. And I think I will play out the battlement. and save the other stuff in hand just in case we're not able to cast the wildlings. Snuff out the battlement. Then they fanatical the wellspring. Maybe we are going to die to the mid-range monster that is Jund Wildfire. They wildfire my land. I shuffle because I want the Winding Way back in my deck. Refurbish to get rid of a caretaker. Bummer. Taking in for 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. We're going to make 5 mana. Cast this Sagyu. Gaining 3 life, going to 19. Our opponent cracks the landscape. Oh, they cracked the spell bomb. That's interesting. Wonder why they did that. Maybe they found another one. Play a mountain and it looks like a chrysalis coming down. Yep, there's that second spell bomb. All right, they play makeshift munitions. I think I'm good now. They got too far ahead. What can I do differently? Yeah, I don't think I need this Dimir House Guard. Really need the Mass Vandals. I guess I'll just try bringing in a Last Rites. We're on the play. So we have good stuff. Keep land grant for a forest. Play the forest. Forest. Play a caretaker. And then pass the turn. And cycle the Ent for forest. Play the forest. Play the Quirion. Trying to think if I can Mass Vandal them on turn 2. I don't think I can. And in that case, should I have just land granted for the forest to get it out of the deck? Not sure. Let's forest cycle. The forest, play the land. We will Roost Seek. Grabbing the swamp. Pass. Land grant, now just an easy discard to a refurbished. Play a swamp. We're going to Mass Vandal the bridge on my next turn. Our opponent plays a spell bomb. I guess I have to Mass Vandal the spell bomb. I think I want to Mass Vandal the bridge though. Land. Mass Vandal. They're going to crack the spell bomb. Okay. Wanted their bridge to survive. Now I'm going to Winding Way, I think. Winding Way. We'll choose creature. Wow. We have the combo, huh? Pass. We snuff out my caretaker. And Gate Creeper Vine into a swamp. They just have nothing. Gate Creeper Vine. We have to have another Nile Spellbomb now. Grab the swamp. Play that. Play caretaker. I'll attack for 1. They could have Crypt Incursion, which is a 3 mana spell. They could also have ways to disrupt my creatures on board. They fanatical their bridge looking for a spell bomb. Wow. Okay. Are they just dead? Plays a mountain. Tapping out. They are Eviscerator's Inciting, looking for that spell bomb. Did they find it? Are they just going to scoop? We got him. We got him. We'll see you in round 4. Round 4 on the play. Pedal, Sagyu, cycle, keep. All day. All day, every day. I mean, we could Sagyu for the swamp, or Sagyu for, or pedal for the forest, and then Sagyu for the swamp. This doesn't really matter either way. Lotus Petal. Forest cycle. Grab the forest. Land. We're going to Roost Seek. Grab that. Swamp. 2 lands left in the deck. We have Overgrown Battlement, so next turn I can go Gate Creep, or Overgrown Battlement. Turn 3. Gate Creeper Vine, Gate Creeper Vine. They duress away my Lead the Stampede. That is disappointing. Disappointing. Blaze 66. Oh man. Oh, we found the spy. Found the spy. Let's go. Battlement. They have to not like kill all my stuff. In Vine for a forest. Battlement for 2. Vine for the swamp. Mountain. So they red black burn. Pass down. Alright, Gate Creeper Vine. I don't know, they're just playing like Junkers. Let's go forest pass. So they had a duress into a cast down. Mountain in a swamp. Lembus. I guess they are Jund Wildfire as well. Here I can Vine into Winding Way. There is the bridge. They're blazing it. We're gonna Gate Creeper Vine. Grab the swamp. And you know I'm playing all these pixel lands just for fun because I like them. Everybody always asks me, you gotta choose creature. we find Wildling, Petal, Winding Way, Vandal. So, I mean, we could just Vandal their bridge if it looks like they might have a removal spell, and then go for the Spy on the next turn. If they're tapped out, it's just over. Cycle to landscape, GG. We also have the Vandal for the Nile Spellbomb if they play the Nile Spellbomb right. They refurbished. I will discard. They might have a Snuff Out. I don't think they will. I'll discard the Wildling. Found a Wildling. I'm going to Spy myself. All in. Do you have a Snuff Out with your one swamp? Spy myself. Am I dead? Or do we win? Comes down to this. Opponent's considering. That's not good. That is not good. They got me. Didn't play around it. Bummer. I should have just played around that. Should have just gotten them. Okay, so last rites, Vandal, Harvest. Take out the house guards. So that loss, that's my fault. 100%. Alright, we are on the play again. Now they know what I'm up to. I'm gonna try keeping this. We have Caretaker. If I find another land, it's great. If I don't find another land, I can play another Caretaker and then try to do stuff on turn 3. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have 75 Snuff Outs and removal spells again. I'm just having fun. Land, Caretaker. I maybe wouldn't have played so loose if I was not recording, but I wanted to see. It was for the memes. You can't not try. And now everybody knows, don't send it like that. Caretaker, pass. So now we have to, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'm kind of hosed. Okay, they have a Duress for my Lead the Stampede. We have Wall of Roots into Battlement. Okay, Roots with Overgrown Battlement. Now I have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana easy. Just hard cast the Giant here. Start attacking. They have to kill the Battlement if they want to get through that. Plays a Blood Fountain. Go Caretaker. It's mana neutral. Battlement's 5, 6. Here's a Giant. The rest my Dread Return. They knew that I had that in hand, so why did they do that? I have questions. Yeah, Acorn Harvest. Play Acorn Harvest. And they did that because they had a Spellbomb in play. A Spellbomb to play. Acorn Harvest. We will attack for 6. So I'm on 2 turns of attacking and they'll be dead. The Battlement's just looking great here. They refurbish Familiar, which draws them a card. Goes to 5 cards in hand. Currently, they haven't found the 3rd land. They sacrifice the landscape. Maybe for a Snuff Out. Yep, they find the swamp. They can snuff out the Battlement now. They have another Dread Return. We're going to attack for 10. They block. They go to 10. Plays a Refurbished Familiar, discarding my Dread Return. So now I cannot, like, combo kill. Plays a Landscape. Start by attacking. Opponent goes to 6. Let's try a Winding Way. I'm looking for Wildlings. There we go. We have another Giant too. Okay, so I can go green, tap this, Wall of Roots, make green. I have 6, 7 mana. Play a Giant. So now I have a lot of lethal attackers. They need Krark-Clan Shaman Toxin or they're dead. But if they do have Krark-Clan Shaman Toxin, then I am the one who's dead. They cast down a Giant. Cracks the Spellbomb. What do you have? You have another cast down, maybe? Wildfire's their land, so that'll be it. They need... okay, GG. We take game 2. Alright, let's see what happens in game 3. The classic combo deck versus mid-range. Want to defeat them. This thing has Fear. Can only be blocked by Artifact and black creatures, so it can only be blocked by the Refurbished. And you can sacrifice a creature to regenerate it. Is that a good plan B? Maybe it's better than the last rites. Bring back in the Dimir House Guard. Okay, I was trying to convince myself to keep this hand, but I think it's not keepable. We don't have a second land. We can get the Wildling and then play the Caretaker and then die. Mulligan. Okay, this is probably fine. Keep. Get rid of Dread Return. We have all 4 of our lands. We can go land, cycle, play the Battlement. Although we might want to just Winding Way on turn 2. to get more creatures in hand and try to not get destroyed by a duress. Our opponent plays a Draws Forge Bridge. Now that I found a second Winding Way, I think I might want to play the Battlement on turn 2. I can double Winding Way. Not sure. Grab my Forest. Guess I could have waited for their turn to do that. They Wildfire their land to get another land out of their deck. And ramp. They grab a Forest as well. Ooh yeah, here comes the Mass Vandal. Goodbye to your red land. That was good. Play a Landscape. Duress. They could take my Land Grant or the Winding Way. I choose to take the Winding Way. Okay. I can go Land, Battlement, Land Grant. Actually, I have way more going on now. Land, Wall of Roots, green, Battlement, grab my Forest, and send one. Opponent still does not have red mana. We're insulated from a single Snuff Out right now, but not double or triple Snuff Out. We have 2, 3, 4, pass down the wall. Bad for me. Plays Nile Spellbomb. Let's see if we can find. We're gonna go Winding Way, looking for the Mass Vandals. Creature. Did not find a Vandal. Play the Battlement and Aquarian. Maybe I shouldn't play the Aquarian this turn. I think I should pass, attack. That way if they have a Refurbished, I can discard the Aquarian Ranger. Yeah. Looks like they're gonna duress me. They tapped the swamp and then thought better of it. Refurbished Familiar. Okay. They're sacrificing the Landscape. Probably for a mountain. They do. I'll get the discard the Quirion. I'm gonna hard cast a Troll. Attack for 1. Yeah. Troll has Super Menace. Meaning it cannot be blocked by less than 3 creatures. Although then they could just hard cast Chrysalis. They have an Okiba Gang, it would be pretty bad here. They did not have it. But they could still have Chrysalis. They didn't have Chrysalis. We have Dimir Houseguard, which can transmute for the Spy. 1, 2, 4, 5. Let's just play a Sagu. I forgot they have the Lembas on the table. Attack in. I should probably put the Houseguard onto the table, because it's going to be a pretty good clock. Weird to just continuously pivot like this. A Pulse of Marasa getting back Landscape. They're at 16. Plays the Landscape. No attacks. I will attack in. 10 damage coming at you. You take it going to 6. So I can just play the Wildling or play the Houseguard. Not sure. Another Refurb would be a problem. Okay, so I have Caretaker, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But which is better to have in play? Alright, I'm just gonna go Caretaker to the Wildling. We'll go to 24 life. Our opponent is definitely being threatened here. They can go to 9 life with their food. I believe it's 9. Yeah. They crack their Landscape. Weather the Storm. To a Limbus. So they really thought that I was going to stop us, huh? Weather the Storm? Please no Refurb. Actually, a single Chrysalis doesn't do it either, because I can attack with the roll for 6 and then they can't like kill it. We have a Spy. Start by attacking. I actually have 8 mana that I have like in play, so I can go 3, 4, cast this, 2, 3, green, cast a Spy. By you, I've got a bunch of flyers, a fear creature. My opponent has nothing on the table. They've got a spell bomb. They mill Cleansing Wildfire and a bridge. They have to deal with way too much right now. I guess they cast. Is it double breath weapon? 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Oh no! But breath weapon doesn't kill dragons. I meant to. I didn't. I F6 unfortunately, which means that I couldn't use my house guard. So I'm pretty sad about that. Play a Writhing Chrysalis. So they're dead, right? Because they can't block everything. Cracks the spell bomb. We definitely got there. You should not F6 all the time like I do. I just get lazy and just constant F6ing. Send in the team. I did not think that they were going to have double breath weapon, but it's hilarious that it did not hurt my dragons. Okay. I guess they could triple block here and then... Okay, so they're dead? Sacrifice. You have a weather? Nope. Well, that was well fought. We'll see you in round 5. Round 5. Blocker 735. The person who created Shun Wildfire. What's gonna happen? I think... What do I do here? So we have the house guard. We have all the pieces. Definitely keep, but I don't know what the right sequencing is. I think I go land, search up forest, play the Wall of Roots, play the Caretaker, keep, play land, roost, seek for a forest. Maybe I should get the... I'll get the swamp because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, our opponent's on forest. Wild growth. They're playing a ramp aggro deck. Land, a Wall of Roots. We make a green. We play the Caretaker. Should I also cycle? If I pedal, cycle, then I can go Gatekeeper Vine 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. Pedal, cycle for the swamp. Your turn. We have a turn 4 kill lined up. They play Utopia Sprawl and an Aura and Arlid. So they have to kill me on their turn 3. And actually just, let's see. Land, transmute for Spy. Make green, green, play Gatekeeper Vine. And we grab our forest. And you turn 3 me. Got an Ancestral Mask. It's a 9/9. A Nyxborn Hydra. There's a blocker. Okay. Or no, just to pump it up. It's an 11/11. And Spy. Red return the Lotleth Giant. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. Game 1 is over. Turn 4. So we're going to bring in the Masked Vandal, cutting 1 Cycler, or Transmute effect. Okay, we have a hand that gets all of our lands out, but I think it's not good enough. Mulligan. Have Spy. We don't need the Dread Return. So keep. Get rid of the Dread Return. Done. Turn 2 Battlement, turn 3 Battlement. We have to find all of our lands. Our opponent leads on a Wild Growth. Land. We'll grab the forest. We don't want to reveal any more information than we have to, which is why we want to just play that now before we draw another card. I wonder if I can turn 4. Doesn't seem super likely. Let's see. We go Battlement turn 2, turn 3, Wild Roost, Seek for a forest, and a Battlement. Then I have 3 mana. Then I lead the Stampede. No, I have 2 mana. Never mind. Opponent plays a forest. So they really need to turn 4 us. I think we could set up a turn 5 pretty easily. They have Yavimaya Enchantress. So it's currently a 3/3. Go land, play the Battlement. Our opponent has gone Ancestral Mask, attack. I think I cannot block. We're going to Roost, Seek, grab Forest, Forest, play Wall of Roots, play Overgrown Battlement, pass the turn. We have 3 creatures. I have 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So if they can't kill us this turn, I'm not going to block. And then I will try to Spy win. There is a chance, I guess I only have the 1 black mana, right? So if we Spy and mill ourselves and we just happen to have the land at the bottom of the deck, we would win as well. If we try to YOLO it, our opponent's going to attacks. We'll take the 6. I'm at 8 life. Am I dead? Next turn. They have 2 mana. They ram through. That stinks. Going to lead the Stampede. Generous Ent. Battlement. Okay. Pass the Battlement. Pass the turn. Sort of where we were before. Plays a Malevolent Rumble. Let's see if they find... Okay, so they found a Nyxborn Hydra, an Arbor Elf, a Ram Through, and a Malevolent Rumble. They have 2 mana. They can't pick the Ram Through. They pick the Hydra, but they cannot give their creature trample this turn. I'm dead if they have 4, 7. If they have the pump creature, then I'm dead. But I think I have to block. I don't know if there's any reason to cycle the Generous Ent. Puts it in the graveyard. I might want to cast it though. Find a Winding Way. Winding Way for creature. Found the fort. We found the swamp. Let's see. Play Wall of Roots. Cycle for the swamp. And spy. Kabam! We get there? Do we get there? Do we get there? Do you have a way to kill me? Let's Dread Return. Giant. Sac. Sac. Yay! We win the match. We went 4-1, losing in match 1 to a deck that was very teched against us and destroyed us in game 1. So I'm 9-1 with this deck in my first 10 matches ever playing it. It's very strong. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that nonsense. I'll see you in the next video.